Another day, another vlog. How's it going? Hope you're doing good, hope you're having a lovely day. So today's video is going to be like my typical daily vlog, follow me around style format with a little twist that makes it just a little bit more exciting, because a brand that I absolutely love, a brand that whenever they drop new products, I am the first person to jump on their website and purchase from them. You've seen me use their products so many times in videos throughout the years, and I'm pumped to be able to say that they're sponsoring today's video. The brand is DJI. I feel like I don't even need to introduce them. I have so many of their products upstairs in my camera room. In fact, I'll put a couple of little clips now on the screen of me showing just a few of their products that I own and I've purchased over the years. This here is called the DJI Pocket, and they released this camera, I want to say a couple of years ago now. You would have seen me using it in many different places around the world throughout my videos. I don't know if it's got any charge. Oh, it's still got a little bit of charge. In my bag here, I have just received the Pocket 2, the new updated version of the Pocket 1. And to be specific, this is the exclusive combo in sunset white. So today I'm going to be filming on a mixture of the Pocket 2 and my normal vlog camera as well. Whenever I'm filming on the Pocket 2, I'm going to put a little marker up here in the corner so that you can see that I'm filming on that. I feel like the best place to start would be to go and get a coffee. Just about to head out. Don't you worry about my little sling strap with my camera on it. Have you definitely got the key? We're taking out the Figaro. This is the first time this summer we're taking the Figaro out for a drive.
3 nice days where we ticked off the pool.
Yeah.
And then it just rained, so we were like, oh.
Let's see how good this case actually was. You ready?
Yeah. Looks good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Your carriage awaits.
There you go, madam.
Thank you very much.
Do you know what I've just remembered?
What?
That this car doesn't have a sat-nav. I feel like I can remember the way. Equally, we have only been there once, so
We'll see.
I
think I know.
Right, we've just parked up. We've kind of got a little bit of an issue. Zoe's window won't go back up. Have you locked it? Oh. Zoe just locked the car by just pushing this down. Although it may seem like we come here all the time because I've just vlogged it twice in a row, this is actually the second time that we've ever come to this cafe. What did you... I think I got your wish in my arm hair. One thing that I forgot to say about the camera is I've currently got a little wide angle lens on it. If I take this off, then it's a little bit more cropped.
Oh yeah.
It's like a tiny little magnetic lens that comes with it. And it just pops on like that. It's so sick. I wish other cameras had that. Imagine if all cameras just had a tiny little magnetic wide angle you could clip on.
So how many weeks pregnant was I the last time we came?
Sorry, someone's left their bananas.
Oh, they actually look really good.
They look great. Might have to have one on the way home.
No,
Sorry,
we might
how many
come
weeks
back
pregnant
with
were you?
Yeah, I feel like I must have been
28.
like-
I think we came on the day of your 28 weeks.
Oh my god.
And now... Oh,
Now
no,
we're on the day of my 31.
31. Oh, so maybe 29.
Okay.
29 to 31. Time's ticking away, guys. Our little
my
baby
gosh.
is growing. Could I also do a cacao and almond? That'd be great, thank you. I just tried to film a little clip. And I was walking backwards to get the shot and just tripped over this. That's not really anything you could trip over, is blooming is waist height, and I nearly just stacked it. Whoa, that is such a good protein shake.
Is it?
I don't just want to repeat my last vlog, but these houses are the absolute goals. One sec, just getting my coffee.
That's a good picture.
So this arrived the other day, and we're yet to fully open it and put it together. So I thought it'd be the perfect time to do it whilst vlogging. It's got some seriously chunky wheels. Now this is where I get tempted to try and put it together without looking at the instructions, which is never a good idea, and especially when you're putting together a pram, because you do not want this to fall apart. Yo, I think this is done. The only thing that I need to tweak is that the current setup is for like a toddler and not for a newborn. So I need to put this carry cot on there instead. Obviously a newborn can't be sitting up like that. Cool, isn't it?
That is cool. That's for when she's a bit older.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Oh my god, you made that so quick.
No, it all came together.
Oh, so you didn't have to make that?
No, just pop the wheels on. Done.
Well, that didn't take long. That looks cushy in there.
It's good, isn't it?
Lovely.
Buzzy boy, we need to have a little chat. You know this pram? Yeah, you see it? You see it, big boy? We're currently looking after Buzz today, Mum and Dad's dog. Do you know what's going in here?
Ooh, lovely.
It's a little baby. Not you. It's going to be a baby. Yeah, a couple of months. He has no idea. Do you not think this is just the cutest?
Yeah.
And there's like a little 2-year-old just sat in there.
What age can they go? I feel like they can go in that in like at 6 months.
I think so, but I don't know about for how long. Because obviously sitting up.
Also, you have them facing you for a bit, then you can spin it round so they're facing outwards.
Just imagine how grubby this is going to get. Like all like
Yeah.
crisps and snacks all stuck in there. And we're literally going to be hoovering it like bloody hell. What's that? You just realised? There's a little baby in here. Hey? You might have noticed from the vlog that we're looking after Buzzy Boy today.
And he loves this ball so much.
It's literally his favourite thing to do.
Ready? Ready? Go, get it.
And then look at Nala. Literally couldn't care less.
She's eating rabbit poo.
Just eating rabbit poo. Do you know what makes me sad?
What?
The fact that we put our pool up, had 2 days of good weather, and then it's just been raining ever since. Hopefully we get a little bit more of a summer. I've got my fingers crossed that it's going to just be like slightly delayed, because sometimes you just can get really warm Septembers.
No.
Although actually I don't know if we want a warm September with the baby. Come on then, mate. Let's get your harness on you. Where are you? Buzzy boy? Come here. To say that Buzz is not a fan of car seats would be an understatement. So I don't know what he's going to be like in Nala's seat. Okay. Good boy. Good boy. That was easy. It is typical, isn't it? Always the way the weather was looking beautiful before I left the house, and now it's just completely grey. I had visions in my head of dropping Buzz back off at my parents and then driving down to the beach and continuing off of my last vlog where I mentioned wanting to talk in a video about why I love documenting my life online. And I floated the idea in my previous vlog. I was like, what do you guys think about me talking in an upcoming video about why personally I love documenting my life online and uploading it? And I didn't expect so many people to be so interested. So I thought I'd do that to end off today's vlog. Had lovely visions of coming down to the beach, beautiful red sunset with the pier in the background. We can still do some of that. We're just gonna have to pretend that it's a beautiful sunset because it's currently completely grey and I've got shorts on. And a t-shirt. I always wonder what this is. If anybody who lives in Brighton is watching this video knows what that is, please can you let me know? Because I feel like it's been there the entire time that I've lived in Brighton since I was 3. But I've never seen anybody going into it or coming out of it. I would love to know what that is. I don't think you're going to be able to hear anything I'm saying if I stay here and carry on vlogging. It's pretty damn windy. We might have to go back. I mean, we gave it our best shot. I'm glad we tried, because if the sunset was banging, I would have been gutted that I didn't even give it a go. We've gone from the weather not being good enough yesterday to even record because it was so windy and cold, to now just the most unbelievable weather. I think it's currently like 23 degrees and completely blue sky. So now's the perfect time to carry on the conversation about documenting my life online. I've made a couple of notes on my phone. In fact, I've made 5 notes on my phone because I've written down my top 5 favourite things about documenting my life online and why I love doing it so much. At the end of this month, it is my 12-year anniversary on YouTube, making videos. And I've always like hit these milestones. Obviously I've hit 9 years, 10 years, 11 years, this being the 12th. But until now, thinking in the mindset of a parent and my daughter very soon to be born, I've never really thought about time on a bigger scale. If I were to carry on documenting my life online for another 12 years, I will have a 12-year-old. And that's absolutely wild to think. I can't even picture having a 12-year-old. That's insane. But even just like, oh, another 2 years, that's fully realistic that I'll be doing this in another 2 years. I'm gonna have a 2-year-old. So I feel like as of only recently, time has really like become a big awareness in my life, which may sound stupid, but I don't know, it just has. So I wanted to sit down and chat about why I love documenting my life online. Also, this video, as you know, is in collaboration with DJI, who make it so possible for people to document their lives and put it online if they want to in the most amazing ways with drones and different cameras. So that also syncs up lovely. So I've put together a little list, as I said, of 5 things. The first one is probably the most obvious, which is memories. But I feel like for me, there's like almost another layer of memories, because I don't just take a picture and put it on Instagram like my mum does. My mum's got an Instagram account. Over the last 12 years, I've purposely made a real conscious effort to film how I'm feeling rather than just what I'm doing. So when I'm watching back my videos, I'm not just watching what I'm doing, which, don't get me wrong, is sick to be able to do, and I'm so bloody lucky that I've got 12 years of moments, and especially I think there was like 4.5 years where I did every single day more or less, and that's really cool being able to look back at. And like a friend of mine would be like, oh, do you remember when we went snowboarding? And I can just pull up that footage of when we went snowboarding and watch it back. Being able to do that is the best. But loads of people can do that with their phone storage, because phones these days can store so much stuff. So that's like particularly long for me, being 12 years, but a lot of people do have that kind of access to memories on their phone. But the difference for me and memories that I feel that I've got purely from documenting my life online so detailed is talking about how I'm feeling. This allows me, when I'm watching videos back that I filmed previously, to almost like feel and experience what I was feeling and experience at the time. And that may sound weird, maybe it's just I'm the only one that can experience it because it's me and I was there and I experienced it originally. But because I'm talking to the camera about how I'm feeling and I'm showing the tough times as well as the good times, I'm really able to see everything I've gone through and remember it and feel it again. And I think that's going to be really special as my daughter's growing up, particularly when she starts hitting the ages that I was when I started making videos. She'll be able to see how her dad is feeling when he was going through things that are similar to what she is going through. Because like, you know, when you're growing up and like your mum says, oh, I did that when I was younger, or when like this, I didn't really relate it. I couldn't until, in fact, that's a whole bigger conversation, but until like a couple of years ago, my parents were just my parents. They weren't like individuals with their own stuff going on, doing their own thing, trying to work out what they're doing in this world. They were just my parents, and they knew all the answers and they knew everything at all times. That's how I saw them growing up. And I remember when I was like late teenagers, my parents talking about obviously their childhood, but you can't really relate because they're just my parents. I feel like my children, and particularly obviously we've got a daughter on the way, is going to be able to watch back the actual moments happening in my life and hear and see how I'm feeling in those moments. That is so unbelievably more detailed than a photo that is what my parents have. Like, we were going through Zoe's like family tree recently, and there's so many like pictures of like grandparents and great grandparents and stuff like that, but that's all that there is. I hope I'm making sense. I am making sense to myself, but I hope I am to you as well. I feel like just the level of memories that I've got is so bloody special, and I'm only going to appreciate them and the way in which I filmed more and more and more. And I say just one quick thing on the memories before we go on to the next one. If you're doing anything special in life, if you're going on holiday, spending time with a loved one who's particularly old or is unwell, or you're doing something incredibly exciting, there's a big moment in your life, please, 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 and I literally tell my parents to do this, just get your phone camera out, even if no one else is around you, and just talk to the camera. And it feels weird, but please just do it, and just talk about how you're feeling as you're doing the thing, or about the thing. Don't just say what you're doing, talk about how it's making you feel, because being able to watch that back is so special. And I'm so bloody lucky that I've got that spread over 12 years. The second thing, a little bit shorter than the first one, creating videos is just a massive passion of mine, and something that I've loved for, I don't even know how long, probably 15 years, maybe even longer. Like, before I started my YouTube channels and social medias and stuff, I was like going out skateboarding with friends, making little movies, editing them up, making gaming montages online and editing them up, not putting them anywhere, just making videos. It's always been a massive passion of mine. So just being able to film and record and document my life, that is something that I love doing, that's just incredibly cool and special as well. I don't know what to title number 3. I've just kind of explained it in my notes to myself so that I knew what I'm going to talk about. Is the fact that, what, like 15 years ago, not only, I was going to say social media, but there wasn't really much social media, it wasn't the same, but the media in general, like newspapers, magazines, TV, radio, everything was so gated off. You had to have access to be able to open those gates and get into those spaces. You had to know somebody, you had to be incredibly wealthy, you had to be very fortunate and have the opportunities to be able to work with the people or get to know the people or apply for the job in the first place. You had to live in the right places, and the vast majority of what was shown on those platforms, on radio and TV and magazines and newspapers, was all incredibly edited and guarded. Like, the TV shows that were meant to be like real life weren't actually real life. They're incredibly produced. The magazines were dripping in Photoshop, and nothing was a real raw reality. So just being able to document my life and put it out there, no matter how many people are watching, a raw version of me growing up and living life, I suppose. So I hope that my videos have just shown people over the last 12 years the ups, the downs, the good things, the bad things of somebody going from the age of 15 to 27, 28 and soon to be having a child. Number 4 being connecting with people that without documenting my life online, I never would have had the opportunity to meet or spend time with or get to know or get in a relationship with. Like, I literally, there's no possible way that without YouTube I would have met Zoe. That alone blows my mind. And so many of my friends I've met online, and so many really cool people that I've just got to know over the years, has all been made possible from me showing, filming and recording my passions and my hobbies and my interests online, and meeting and finding similar people to myself. The last one, number 5, is a little bit more niche, but I think this is going to kick in even more and more in the future, and that is being able to get involved in other things, in other projects, but also merge the documenting side to be able to look back on in the future. For example, my clothing brand, Future Self. The brand has evolved and grown so much over the last 2 years, and I can watch back to clips of myself hand making the hoodies in this garden. I don't know if you might remember that during lockdown. We were literally hand tie-dyeing hoodies, and I was taking them to like a local laundrette and like washing them and drying them. We had like them literally drying all over the bloody house, to now where the brand is today, and we've got the biggest launch we've ever done dropping at the end of this month. And just being able to watch back that process, so not necessarily my life, but something that I'm working on and building, is so special. So even if you don't want to document you and your life and what you're up to, there might be things or moments or parts of your life that could be really, really cool and really special to document. And that is why I've put it as number 5, as I feel that there's so many things that I'm working on, so many things that, for example, like my previous books, when I bought them out when I was younger, like I released a book in what, 2012, 2013, my first book came out, and at the time I think I was the first YouTuber to do a book signing, and like 8,500 people turned up, and it was busy, to say the least. There was like police horse, there was multiple police helicopters, but I can watch that back, and I can also watch back the process of writing the book, and I can also watch back the process of the book being at number 1 for 15 weeks. Like not only is it cool to be able to watch back my life and me growing and evolving and changing, but also the things I do and also the people around me as well. So that's number 5, and I kind of want to go on with more and more and more, but I feel like we could just be here all day because there are so many things that I love. And this isn't a 2-hour podcast. You're here to just watch a nice YouTube video. So I'm going to leave the vlog here. I hope you've enjoyed it. Again, a massive thank you to an absolute dream brand to work with, DJI. Hopefully I get to work with them again in the future, very soon, multiple times. I've had the best time working with them. Absolutely love their products. So if you want to go check out the DJI Pocket 2, specifically the exclusive bundle in sunset white is the one that I've been using today. It's got a ton of amazing features that you might have seen throughout the vlog, like face tracking, where it's literally you're holding the camera, you can move around and it will follow you on the gimbal. Then I'll leave a link down below in the description. Go check it out. It is an unbelievable camera, as you've seen. I feel like I don't need to sell it to you because you've seen the quality of it. I mean, for the size, it literally fits in your pocket. And I will see you soon with another new vlog. Appreciate you watching for so long, because I'm aware that I've been chatting a lot. Have a lovely rest of your day, whatever you're up to, and I'll see you soon. Appreciate you watching.